So I am gonna go through my song called Painting from my most recent album Somebody Saved by Cali Miguel, which is now out on all streaming platforms. So go listen to it right now and I'll play you a bit of it so you get how it sounds. Oh, you mean more than I could ever think. What if your canvas real life painting? So that's how it sounds basically. Let's start off with the drums. There's not very many drums and it's a 4/4. So the kick is just a lovely kick. So the kick is basically just a thumpy kick with a high-end texture as well added into it, which I really enjoyed, and which is why I used it. Then I used a snare. It sounds very like, not tinny, but it sounds like very mid-focused, and I like that about that snare. Every other snare here, I added this snare sound. Something like a hit, and like I just used that for a bit of texture in it. For the hi-hats, I used a very, in the Make Pop Music pack, it has like the Soundscapes Make Pop Music pack, and I used a sound that sounded like a hi-hat, and it's like a ripping sound. It looks like I also used another sound as well. And then I also added some toms from Logic. Goodness. Okay, well, I thought they were both toms, but there's just one tom and a clicky thing. But yeah, basically I just added that because like a fill between the different sections. The Logic stock drums are really good. I think in the future I'm gonna make like a proper K-Love theme song with just Logic stock drums. I feel like that would be really good. I also added a loop in as well. A high loop, which is just to fill out the high end of the drums, and I think it worked very nicely. So now moving on to the bass, we have this is what they sound like all together. It's basically, so it's the same chords the whole way through, so it's just playing the root notes for the whole time. And the main sound that I had for the bass to make a bass line sound was this Alchemy Logic sound called Basso 4. If I knew how to do post-processing, it would be so much better. I just had a bit of a syncopated melody to have for the chords, and it sounds good. Then I just layered a lot of Reese basses. They're not really Reese basses, they're just kind of long basses. This one is from Alchemy. That's kind of a Reese bass properly. And then there's ones that are like for impact on the first note. That's not for impact on the first note. That is a mid bass. This one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had for like impact on the first beat. And then coming through the whole song, it's just like different sections playing different ones, basically, as you can see in the arrangement. So now we will move on to the chord sounds. The chords are C, G, D, E. And it's the same throughout the entire song, just different parts playing in different times. The main riff is this guitar part that I put in MIDI, and I put a guitar preset from Logic. I tried to make a guitar tone. I just put a pedal board on the guitar and I put those random effects on it and it sounded nice, so I used that. And I duplicated the MIDI, panned one left, one right. And then I also used another Logic stock instrument, British Stack Synth Lead, and I use that to have like a chord instrument playing as well as the guitar. And then I layered a lot of different sounds. So I have a main chord sound, which is from Alchemy, obviously. And the voicing is very wide, and I just did that because to fill it out. It was already filled out by the electric guitar, so I just kind of just did it for wideness as well. And it sounds very nice and plucky as well, but it's also held, so I like that about it. This one kind of gives more of a like attacky keys, like electric key sound. So that's why I'd use that for another layer to add to the chords. I also had a pad, which is from Alchemy as well, which is just for like filling it out more. And I used this in the bridge because it was very airy and it definitely helped to fill it out. I also layered the electric guitar with a pluck from Alchemy, Open the Bottle. And that is just to add some more layer to the electric guitar, basically. Also had some more plucks because plucks are nice. There's a high one and a low one, and they're both from Alchemy. And I just use it as a layer to add to the Open the Bottle pluck because they're very nice plucks to have. And that is all the chords explained. Now, the vocals. I was gonna also say in the beginning, there's like a bit where it goes, and I kept that in because I wanted to be reminded that basically I was comping the vocals for the verse and I was gonna record again, but like I comped it without duplicating the comp, and then I was about to lose like which comp I had saved in the main comp that I wanted. So I went to kind of stop the recording, and I stopped it just before it got to the comp. So I just thought that was funny to keep in the main one. So I kept it in the main one. So when you listen to Painting and you hear the at the beginning, it was a mistake and I kept it in because it was funny. This was kind of just like a guitar pop song. So I kind of just had the vocals to just be like, you know, a pop song and with some like nice 3-part stacks. So let us hear the stacks basically. More than I could ever think. What if your canvas, real life painting? It's nice. It's just very wide, very full. The harmonies are basically just thirds and fourths. I did that through the chorus and also in the bridge. There's also some harmonies in the verse because I tried to have some harmonies in the verse as well to be different from the verse 1. As it falls, forming white, the wild, the great, as the place here around me. Very low. But I just had some harmonies that were just there. And they were just, it's like a nice pop song to have some nice harmonies in it. And the lead is just, you know, one lead, and I doubled it for the choruses. Let me play the bridge harmonies because the bridge harmonies are nice, I think. Serving grace, serving grace. So yeah, basically some cute harmonies. That is very much how I thought about it, you know, just whatever came to my head and thirds and fourths basically. I like how it came out. I like the harmonies. They're very cute, very pop. So that is the whole of Painting by Kylie Miguel broken down. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And this song I was just a bit annoyed at because when I got the initial do 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 from the guitar, it didn't sound like a real guitar, and I got annoyed at it. But I added some effects and it helped. But you know, I still need to learn how to actually do proper guitar sounds for guitars. But yeah, I like this song a bit. And yeah, that is the song. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.